Hello and welcome to Inside Humphreys County. I'm Daryl Mosley. I'm the Executive Director of the Humphreys County Chamber of Commerce. And we have two ladies with us today who, it's a rare occasion that they're sitting still, because usually you are not. Billie Jo Burnette and Jennifer Robinson from JoJo's Clogging Company here in Waverly. Ladies, I appreciate you being here today. Now, of course, Billie Jo and I have known each other for a very long time. Very, very long time.
Not that long.
The reason that's an inside joke is because I'm amazed at the number of people who know you here in the community and know me in the community and don't realize that we are brother and sister. And we have been for many years. So yeah. It's amazing how that is. But it's neat because, like I said, I spent a number of years in the music industry, and now, of course, here you have spent all these years now in the dance world, and there's a little bit of overlap there. But tell me, how did JoJo's Clogging Company come to be?
Well, of course, I don't have to tell you. Mom and I danced in the kitchen some. We started out there, but I was teaching at St. Patrick's School in McEwen, and as one of the activities, one of the sisters allowed me to have some of the little girls we started a little dance team just so that they would have an activity there at the school, and we started out with 7. And from there, they allowed me to invite some of the community in. We went from 7 to 50. At that point, we needed a bigger place to be, and ended up at, that's when we opened the little studio that we've got down here now in town, and that's how I ended up where I'm at now. So
eventually you ended up leaving the teaching profession and becoming a full-time dance teacher.
I did. That's all I do now. It's dance all day.
Wow. And how many students do you have now?
We now have 114, I think was the count that we did this morning. 114. With our new classes, we have 114.
Now, this is the classes now. Of course, you started out with children, but it's not just children that you have now, is it?
No. In fact, I think our youngest one now with our new class is 2 years old, and our oldest one's late 60s, maybe.
Wow.
So it's for everybody, and that's the thing that we loved about it the most. When we would go to workshops and go to trainings and things, we had so many people, so many families that came. It was such a family-oriented event, and we still travel with places and see all kinds of people and enjoy it very much because of the diversity. Now,
of course, a lot of this stuff I know just because of the conversations that you and I've had, but I had there's some misconceptions that I had about clogging and what you do that I'm assuming that other people would have who don't know. Me coming out of a bluegrass music background, my experience with clogging was individual freestyle, flat foot into the fiddle tune, and I understand that's a part of it, but that's not all of it.
No, it's everything. That's the diversity is what we enjoy the most. There's just the traditional choreographed pieces. There's flat footing, and there's a little bit of everything. And it's whatever your taste, whatever you like, whatever you enjoy doing. We do a little of everything. We have a little bit of traditional, a little bit of contemporary, a little bit of everything. But it's all choreographed, and it's the old steps to new music, or it's which is a lot of what we do, or it's just the traditional stuff that you used to see. You can still find lots of instructors still teach of that kind of thing. It's wonderful to be part of something that has that much tradition. Yeah, well, that's I guess the exciting thing that I didn't realize until I actually got to see some of your students dance was that
it's the music of what some of them dance to is not, it's not traditional music. Some of it is much more modern, and their outfits is, playing at the Grand Ole Opry, I used to see the little frilly skirts and that sort of thing, and a lot of your kids don't wear that, and I guess some do, but some don't, and so I was amazed at it wasn't what I expected, and in a good way, because you're right, it's a lot broader than I thought.
Yeah. Lots of teams still do. The little frilly skirts and the petticoats and things are a very major part of clogging. It still is. Primarily in our studio, we teach we do some, but we teach a lot of the more contemporary style. The video clip that you're going to see of our girls is our competition team. It's called Perfect Timing. Most of our girls are recreational teams, but we do have that one little team. We do teach a lot of contemporary, but traditional is still a huge part of clogging. You'll still see those little petticoats.
Well, now you mentioned that your competition team. Now, is clogging sanctioned? Is there a sanctioning body? Is there a certification that goes along with this? Or?
Yes, CLOG is a national certification process that you go through. They have to be a certified clogging instructor. I went through that last year. It basically involves going to you get points for going to so many workshops. You get points for teaching so many classes, for writing choreography, for cue sheets. Then you're tested at the national level. They'll look at your cue sheets. They'll look at your choreography, which you're graded on, and then eventually, hopefully, finish up with your certification, which I completed this year.
But then you said your competition team. This is they actually go and compete against other groups.
They do. To be honest with you, we had never competed. I never competed when we were younger, but we decided that we would give that a go this year, and did. And we did very well, and actually placed platinum and got a little platinum award for the stars level that we competed in. We're very pleased with the girls. They didn't seem to mind knowing that we were learning as we went too, and still are where the competitions are concerned. But we're getting there, and it's fun, and we enjoy that piece of it. But the biggest part of what we do is recreational. We do fairs and festivals and parades, and we basically just want to leave there knowing that the kids had a good time. If that's the end result of what we do at the end of the day, then we were successful.
Well, that to me, I think that's interesting. Is that you've got, it's not just a wide range of ages, a wide range of styles, but not everybody's going to dance for the same reasons. There are probably some that live for the competition. There are probably some that are there to try to stay in shape. There's probably any number of reasons, and it sounds like you kind of accommodate that.
We try really hard. We try diversity in music, from the traditional all the way up to the contemporary. We try to meet as many needs and wants as we want. I always say that, and getting in shape it is a nice byproduct of it. But I've always said I would dance if it made me fat. It is just so much fun. It's like being on this great, wonderful fair ride, and you'll be so tired, and you'll get off, and you'll go, oh, let's get back on and do it one more time. And that's what it's like for us. And that's what I want to teach our children.
Well, that's interesting. I'll tell you, let's watch the clip, because this is, for those of you who have not seen this, this is going to tell you more than anything that we can say here. Now, who are we looking at on this little clip?
We have Lacey Burnette. Notice the last name. That would be the grandchild. Lena Sims, Margot Hartley, Faith Colston, Grace Damesworth, and Arlie Folks are part of our competition team right now. And then you'll see others, in photos and things that'll be coming up that are also in our recreational. But the video, those are the children that are in that.
Okay, well let's watch.
I fell in love with the girl they wrong. She stole my heart and I didn't know. Got me hooked after just a time. Like, ooh, she's so dangerous. She got me locked up, locked in the key. Even if I tried to run, she wouldn't let me leave. Be love, I'm falling for a brother, little woman, never she. Beating me down, but beating me up. Not the type of girl that you would ever want to trust. Like, ooh, dangerous. She got a bunch of chips that'll lock you in. She's gonna break your heart, but you can't resist. I know that I deserve. I know I should know better. Ooh, she's so dangerous. I'm feeling your thunder. The storm getting closer. The rain is like fire. In my world going under, and I can't remember the reason that you said I'm not alive. Moving on, say, here I stay. I'll take this thing, yeah, I can. But what about love? What about our promises? What about love? You take it all and leave me nothing. What about love? What about us to the end? What about love? Become a weak, no matter what about love?
See, and as much fun as that was to watch, you should see it live. It's I was blown away. Now, Jennifer here has been awfully quiet, but we can fix that. What does Jennifer do with you?
Everything. She's an instructor there at the studio. She helps me. The biggest thing that she does with me, we write most of our choreography that's ours. Some of what we do is not our choreography. I need to say that too. There's a lot of great instructors out there that we use, but Jennifer and I write our choreography together, and the rule of thumb is basically if one of us doesn't like it, then we don't do it, and until we get finished with it. She teaches at the studio, and she's now started teaching one of our little hip-hop classes that's brand new to our studio.
Okay, is that a type of clogging, or
No.
A whole different style of dance.
Okay, so this is totally separate from clogging. It's a whole style. And
there are a few clogging steps incorporated, but it's a different style altogether.
Okay, and as I understand, like I said, you train in Nashville to do this, and so for those, I guess there, possible students, prospective students that want to try something different, or maybe a more lean towards the hip hop style. So you've kind of branching out, I guess, from what you started with even there.
Well, one of the nice things that we do find is that clogging is very interesting to look at if you put more than one form of dance in it, and so hip hop helps support that, and it gives us the nice extra things that we can use for choreography. So some of the classes that we teach is just clogging are clogging with 30% hip hop or jazz in it, and then her class is more like 70% hip hop with 30%. A different kind of dance in there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, if somebody decided that they were maybe not aware of this and they said, "Well, I'd like to give that a try," is there a certain season? Is it like football or baseball season where you have to sign up and you have to go through the season, or can they sign up at any time and join what you do?
They can join at any time. The way that we do that is if we have a new prospective student that would like to come in, they're welcome to come in and just look at the class. Just come in and sit down, give me a call. We'll tell you, when's a good time to come, what class would be available to watch. Come and sign up. We'll put you in maybe a private lesson or two to get you kind of on target, and then get you started in class. Our season generally runs from around July or August, and we finish up our recital in May. We've been the last few years had Loretta Lynn's Dude Ranch. That's where we have our recital, and have been really successful. Last year, the auto mechanics team built us our time machine car, which was just incredible fun. And we do like a little play musical. It's not just a dance; it's also a musical. So we enjoy that too.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great. Obviously, like I said, I had some misconceptions about what clogging was when this, you started getting really involved in this and your business began to grow. Is there anything else misconception-wise that questions or comments you get from people that you're always kind of trying to correct them about?
Well, one thing you don't have to be. I have people say all the time, "Well, I'm too old." You never get too old to dance, ever. I don't have any rhythm. That's not required to dance on a dance floor. It isn't. I mean, it's just about having a good time.
Well, apparently you don't have to be too young either if you have 2-year-olds.
No, you don't. You don't have to be too young either. We have a Giggles class that just started. It also just opened up. It's for ages 2 to 4. It's creative movement. We have a puppet in there named Maestro who helps me teach. He teaches much better than I do. And it's just to teach where to stand, to march in a circle, to sing with the music, to move your body to the music. And it really does promote development. It's the first thing, if your little guys, first thing they start doing is music, is moving to music. And we just want to promote that. And obviously, hopefully, we're going to raise another generation of cloggers so that this folk dance continues, on in the tradition it's always been.
Well, that's great. That's really good. Now, you have a Facebook, I assume, that's where people can go and contact you, or if needs be, or they can just call, I guess.
The best way to contact me is on my Facebook page. Just my personal Facebook page is Billie Jo Burnette. Or you can reach me by cell. 931-622-6199 is my business number if you want to give me a call there. Or heavens, just stop by the studio. I'm not really all that hard to find.
That's true. You're in downtown Waverly, so ask anybody. Everybody knows where it is. Well, that's great. Well, I appreciate you coming in today. I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me, a week or so ago to come to your studio and actually do some video, and I truly was blown away by not just the talent of your students, but they love this. You can tell that, and that's pretty cool. So I encourage folks to, if nothing else, just go by there sometime. Call Billie Jo, set up a time, go by and take a look at it and see what's up. Because and I know you'll be at the Christmas parade this year. You'll be part of that. So and was at the Humphreys County Fair this year. So they're going to be around. So be sure to look for them. So thank you again for being here, Billie Jo Burnette and Jennifer Robinson with JoJo's Clogging Company this week on Inside Humphreys County.